welcome to BVS News. And I'm your anchor, Emily Scarlett.
And I'm your co-anchor, Tara Darabadi.
Today we're going to be talking about an issue that faces college students around the nation.
And that issue is marijuana.
There have been recent pushes in a few states to legalize this drug recreationally.
But our question today is, how does marijuana usage affect our brain function and behavior? Let's go to our reporters out on the field to find out more.
Today we are at the University of Texas at Dallas, and we are going to talk to some random students. Excuse me, ma'am. Please don't go anywhere. What are your thoughts on marijuana? Is it good? Is it bad?
Marijuana?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one time I went to this party and I accidentally ate a weed brownie.
Mm-hmm.
I started having panic attacks. I started getting really paranoid. People were following me around. And then afterwards I got super depressed and I gained 10 pounds.
You sound like a really not fun person to have at a party.
Nope.
Well, there you have it, folks. Panic attacks. Here with me now I have another student. This student is pro marijuana. He's actually a user, I believe. Is that right?
Alleged user.
Okay. All right. Alleged user. So tell me a little bit more about marijuana and your thoughts on it.
I honestly don't see a problem with it. Like, if you consider all factors, you can't get addicted, doesn't lower your IQ, it's not a gateway drug, and you can't overdose over it. So, and with other studies, it's shown that it's alleviated back pain, chronic back pain. AIDS patients are eating again after the usage itself. Cancer cells have been shown to reduce in size or in numbers through usage of that. And essentially, I don't see why we would hold back from something that could lead to more medical benefits to our patients.
That's fair. We got some mixed views here. I guess it's up for you to decide.
Hi guys, thank you for letting me be on your show. It's a very important topic to me, this marijuana usage. I'm a trauma surgeon here at the hospital, and I'm actually Skyping in from my on-call room as I am on service. I'd like to first get off my chest and say that marijuana and driving don't mix very well. I can say I've seen too many kids use this drug and drive, and say it does not end well, so please do not do it. As well as alcohol, please don't drink and drive. Do not drive under the influence of anything. I'd like to also say that I think motive of using this drug comes down to defines what it's for. For instance, if you're using heroin, that's pretty bad. What is your motive for it? Okay, to get high. But if you're just got ran over by a truck and you use morphine for pain release, it's the same base opiate drug. However, motive of pain release versus motive of getting high, it does make a big difference. Moving forward, I'd like to look at marijuana objectively. Just recently, out of the National Center for Toxicological Research, they gave metered doses of delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinoid, or THC for short, which is the main ingredient in the plant of marijuana that actually gets you high. And they wanted to see the effects of this particular chemical on their brain. What they found was there were structural lesions and defects in the rat's hippocampus, and that's the part of the brain that controls the limbic system and is believed to be a vital structure in short-term memory. The structural deviation alters moods and the personality of an individual and can inhibit the brain's ability to remember short-term memories. Marijuana can also aggravate schizophrenic tendencies in individuals that have this disorder. The main side effects and everyday side effects are the slow judgment and altered coordination that also, as I said, addressed earlier about driving. That's why it's so dangerous. It slows your reflexes down so much. But also can include cardiovascular impairments, because when you're high, your heart rate can skyrocket up to 200 and plus beats per minute, which is not healthy for any person's heart. It also can lead towards increased anxiety, panic attacks, and paranoia. That being said, there are some strong benefits that marijuana appears to have, at least medically. Studies have also shown that it can be beneficial from individuals suffering from Alzheimer's disease, people that can't sleep like me, that have insomnia, and people suffering from depression. And a fun fact about marijuana is to OD on marijuana, to overdose on marijuana, it takes 40,000 times the amount of marijuana you actually smoke to get high to die from it. So I guess it's safer than your other drugs out there. And also, despite popular opinion, marijuana is not a gateway drug. Well, I do have to go. Thank you all for your time. I appreciate it. And as I said before, it comes down to motive. So are you taking marijuana just remember why you're doing it. I mean, these are the facts. There are opinions out there. Just outweigh your options before you get too serious in anything, marijuana or anything else. Again, thank you for your time.
Tonight we learned that when it comes to marijuana usage, there's many pros and cons.
But one thing is for sure, the stakes are high.
Thanks for joining us on this trip. Until next time.